what do you know about workaholism?
I think that workaholism is kind of the same as just being a regular addict. There is a feeling that work is giving you, and you like the feeling, so you're going to keep on doing it. Is also a process of avoiding things that are coming up. I think any kind of addiction has the root in I don't want to feel something, and there's a certain activity that I'm doing that's going to get me to that feeling, another feeling. And for you, it's just like you're getting a lot out of work.
Well, it was very much like we just did that event with Margaret Cho,
It was
and
amazing. I enjoyed it so much. Thanks for doing that.
well, thank you for coming. And it was a cool thing, and I felt afterwards I felt really good, but it wasn't the kind of acute high that I usually get
Hmm.
from an event like that. And I had decided that rather than being high off this accomplishment, which would not necessarily be a positive thing. But it's not that bad to be high off an accomplishment, is it? As my new spiritual advisor, you'll be my temporary. You can't be my temporary sponsor because you don't have a sponsor,
I do
and we
not have a
can't.
sponsor. I'm not allowed.
We can't sponsor each other. I can't be
No.
your temporary sponsor, so you can temporarily sponsor me.
I've seen people do that, but I kind of yeah. I'm not sure that is something that is that people should promote.
That's Ouroboros. That's the
Yeah.
snake eating itself.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. But what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you, is it okay to get high from an accomplishment?
It depends on what you mean by getting high from. Because if you get high from something, like something, then you might need to do that to get that feeling again, and it could be just like alcohol and drugs. And then after a while, you need to do it more and more and more. I think just feeling good about something is good. I think the Dalai Lama once said that it is okay to feel good about doing service for others. I mean, why wouldn't want if we want to feel that? I mean, it's something that's built into us as human beings, as an animal. Like it is wired for us to want to do good things for people because it makes us feel good, and that's why chemically that's what it has us keeping coming back and doing it. So if that is not a part of us biologically, then it wouldn't be a part of us.
It's
You should
interesting.
feel good about doing good things.
Right.
But
And
getting
and
attached to it as like a high, that could be a problem.
and where does one start and the other one end? Like obviously
I think it
it
all depends on the person and their self awareness.
for me, like the Dopey Love show, I felt great about. And I didn't feel unnaturally good about it. I was like, this was a success. There were very few bad moments in it. It was smooth. There were no real problems. And I think that when I'm preparing for something like that, I get so busy and involved. High isn't the word. I think I get so busy and involved that I get to forget about myself, a lot
Mhm.
of my own
Yep.
other worries and fears, and it all gets to get channeled. See, this is where the interesting conversation about
So,
workaholism is.
so when you're doing that, you're in a flow state. And that's what we're trying to achieve, where we are doing a certain thing, it shuts off our brains and we're just in the thing. And that's when we feel bliss. And that's what human beings, when we feel bliss in our bodies, it reminds us of being in spirit form. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find that bliss where we're just doing things and we're really passionate about it and we're feeling good about it. And then all the stuff, the human stuff, just seems like it just melts away. And that's what we're trying to achieve. The problem is that people get high on bliss and then that can ruin your life. Absolutely. I think what you're doing or what you're describing is being in the flow state where you feel that bliss.
But then when you feel disconnected from the flow state,
Yep.
that's what I'm describing as depression, I
You
think.
can get you can get addicted to flow and wanting to feel that flow all the time. Absolutely. And that's when that's where addiction starts.
Now, for you as somebody who's meant to herald a wellness state, which definitely includes spirituality, includes a state of being in this sort of spirit. It's funny because I have a 6-year-old daughter, and she started watching this TV show called Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is a cartoon. It's an have you seen it?
No, but people have recommended it. Like 4 or 5 people have, and I think I started the first one and I couldn't get into it. And they said just keep with it, keep with it.
No, yeah. I mean, I think you need a child to really. But I'll tell you this, right? It's an amazing show. First of all, it's an amazing show. Secondly, it's all about like balance and the spirit world. And then they made a second show called The Legend of Korra, which is the next Avatar, which is this woman Korra, and she's constantly meditating to go to the spirit world and to bring balance between the material world and the spirit world. And I've grown addicted to watching. We watched The Last Airbender Avatar show for probably 2 weeks straight, and now we've watched this Korra show for probably 3 weeks straight. And my daughter's not even interested in it anymore. I'm just like, can we watch the next one? And she's like, Daddy, can't we watch this? Can't we watch the SpongeBob movie? Can't we watch that? I'm like, no, we need to watch Korra. And we watched the last episode this morning, and it's all about balance between the real world and the spirit world. And I already feel sad that Korra's done, but as you're a very hardcore meditator, do you find a true spirit world in your meditation?
Not all the time. And when I think a lot of my meditations are about checking in with this moment and being present in this moment. And when I feel that, I feel connected to what's happening right now, but I don't always, like when you asked the question, I felt like feeling like the question was, do I feel like I'm part of the spirit world? And I don't feel like I'm part of the spirit world a lot of times. A lot of times I feel just completely present and in this body and in this moment. And that's what I'm trying to achieve with spirituality or with meditation, trying to be completely present in this moment. One of the reasons why I don't like the concept of transcendental meditation is that they're trying to transcend the moment, and they're trying to get to this place of bliss where I believe they're trying to get to like this feeling of spirituality, of being in the spirit world. And that's where they lose sight of this present moment. And I feel like if I can get to this present moment, that's where a lot of my suffering will go away. Because a lot of my suffering is from my thoughts. Rushing to the future where anxiety is, rushing to the past where depression is. But if I can find refuge in this moment, like nothing bad is happening right now. Like what's happening right now? I'm talking to you. I'm in the White House living room. Like I have no problems right now. But if I go inside of my mind, there's plenty I can find, and I can make up some for one and cause anxiety in my body when nothing is happening. And so for me, finding refuge in this moment is what meditation does the most for me. Can I be human in this moment and aware of what's going on right now?